something bad happened every time Kevin saw Lucy.
Okay, hold
Lester.
on a minute. Let me explain what we're doing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Even though we already read Nothing But Trouble last time, I wanted to talk about it again for a little bit today. And I changed our learning target. It's over here. I will think about different details in a story and tell if they are needed or if they are extra. I've been talking to you a lot about details in a story and whether they were important ones or not, and I thought maybe you were not understanding what I meant. So I changed that word to be needed. So today when we talk about the details of this book, we're going to decide if the details in the book are needed to help the story go along, or are they extra ones? Let me talk to you about that for a minute. Every book, both fiction and nonfiction, have lots of details in them. In fiction, it's the details that move the story, that tell us what happened in the story, that we have to have. Those are needed. They're important to keep the story going. The author does put in lots of extra details that make it interesting. I think you guys were talking about visualizing in your classroom,
Yeah.
where sometimes an author will say something and you can picture it in your mind.
Yeah. She would just make us close our eyes and visualize.
Sometimes those details that make you picture it in your head are fun and they're meaningful because you make that picture. But you don't have to have those details to make the story make sense. So remember we were talking about the beginning, middle, and end of this book. And you mentioned that at the end, some of Lucy's ice cream dropped on him.
Yeah.
And I said, is that something that is really needed in the story, or is that an extra thing that just makes it funny?
That is an extra thing?
It just makes it funny. It's an extra thing. So what I decided to do was take some of the details from this book, and I typed them out right here. We're going to read just some of those today and decide, are those details needed, or are they just extra ones to make the book more fun and interesting? You know what I mean? Question?
Okay, so what is this? I was about to ask you.
You were about to ask what we were going to do?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I'm going to do the first few and demonstrate, okay?
But you already said it, so.
Yeah, well these are details from our book, Nothing But Trouble. Just to remember, who's this book about?
Kevin.
Raise your hand, thank you. Tristan?
Kevin and Lucy Lester.
Lucy, Lester, and Kevin, and what's the problem? Kirsten?
She dropped her ball and Kevin went to go get it in the woods because he felt so bad.
He didn't even want to do it, did he?
Yeah,
Why'd he do it?
because he felt so bad. And
Well,
She's
what's
just-
that?